So boom, that happened. I turned 18 in June. I mean, I graduate.
Yeah.
And then I turned 18 in June. Me and my mama fall out because, I mean, I was a good kid. I obeyed my parents and all that. But I'm 18 now. And you trying to force me to be going to church and all that shit. Like, we fell out or whatever. Boom. I go move with my uncle for the rest of the summer. And then, boom, I was gone at the end of the summer.
Wow. Straight to Miami.
Straight to Miami.
18. And by yourself. No friends. Nobody went with you.
Nobody.
Wow.
And it was crazy, too, because the first 2 weeks, I didn't have a cell phone. I had a cell phone from when I came up there, but you know the service is different down in Miami, so I basically just got this just because it got pictures and shit in it.
Yeah, you can't even use it.
I can't use it.
Ain't that crazy how it used to be on Cincinnati out wireless? You was at a
it was a flip. I was on Sprint at the time, I think.
And it still didn't work.
Nah, I think it was just, I don't think they was paying my bill no more or something. Like, my dad didn't want me to go down there.
What, really? What was his thing?
And he told me, if you make it down there by yourself for a year, then I'll start helping you out and sending you some money and stuff. Like,
okay.
But he didn't want me to go. My mom, no matter, we fell out and stuff, but she was looking out though, still helping me and shit while I was down there, help paying for room and board and all that shit. But the first 2 weeks I was there, man, I almost left. I almost came back because I was homesick and I ain't had no friends. I didn't know nobody. I didn't have no money. It was weird. I just had clothes. That was it. You know? And I mean, you know, they give you a food card like food stamps and shit, so I can go to at school and buy little groceries and eat there. But
yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand because college is a different thing because you just came from high school, you went college, and like you said, you have no money, you don't have anything to be able to, like, you know, you grown and you like, man, do I get a job while I'm here and juggle working and going to school? How do you even have the time? Because you got to study and
I had to.
It's a lot. So did you end up getting a job?
They make you do work, study, and I had to get a job. It's crazy. I ended up working at the American Airline Arena where Miami Heat played.
Wow. Okay.
And that was a crazy experience in itself right there.
So you working where the Miami Heat play and like seeing all the games. Like
it was right after they it was the year after they won the championship too. So it was lit over there.
Oh yeah.
It was lit.
It was
Bal Harbor was lit every day, and it was like they had stuff going on. So they gave everybody championship rings who worked for them. I even got a little championship ring.
Wow.
But it was a little fake one. But it was, I mean, I got a championship Miami Heat 2006 championship ring.
That's lit.
You feel me? So we in there. I was a raffle. I sold raffles.
Okay.
They was Alonzo Mourning was raffling off his Escalade truck or whatever, and they was making so much money off them raffles. It was $25 a ticket or $125 for a book. Like, man, they was crazy. Going crazy down there, man. But I mean, you meet a lot of celebrities and all that. So with me being in selling these raffles, I had to go to the VIP section. I got to go out to the court sometime. Like, that was back when AI was still playing. That was my favorite player back then. Seeing LeBron scoring bucket, all that. Got to see Steve Nash up close. Like, met Sierra.
Wow.
I was trying to sell Sierra a raffle ticket.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't going.
She wasn't going.
She wasn't going. She was nice though.
Now, you were saying that when you had ended up going into your college though, you end up realizing you really wanted to do music for real.
Yeah.
What was it about you being in that dorm? What ended up spiking up? You know, you wanting to get back into the music side of things?
I want to say I came across somebody doing shit I wasn't supposed to do down there selling weed and shit. I came across somebody who had a studio in their dorm.
Okay.
And I'm like, shit, can I come over here and kick it? And I dropped a few songs with them, and then it was like, it went from that to, shit, I'm about to make a whole mixtape.
Man.
And I made my whole first mixtape back then. You know, mixtapes was 20-some songs and all that. Like, I really had first mixtape. I don't take nothing off YouTube. I swear, I think I got stuff from back then on YouTube.
Damn.
My first couple mixtapes, like, just upload and stuff. Like, I always try to participate, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the waves just went how it went. Like, I didn't really have no knowledge back then. This was just jumping off.
For sure. You just getting your feet wet. You just having fun with the art of it at the time. So you make your first mixtape out of a dorm in
Real
Miami.
Shit, yep.
So did you try to go around Miami? Because you in this big market. Would you try to go around and promote it a little bit? Did you get any CDs printed up or no?
I did. Yeah, I did get some CDs printed up. But before that, I didn't really know about none of that shit. Like, as far as, I knew I could print some CDs up, but I didn't know what the scene was like in Miami and what to do. And I'm 18, I'm dumb as hell. Like, I really don't, I really don't know what to do, and I don't got no help down there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And these other guys is in the same position as me too. Like they don't know, they just having fun. You know what I'm saying?
They just here to do what they can.
The school ended up throwing this throwing this rap battle contest, and I ended up winning the rap battle against somebody like freestyling, like on the humble, like just winning the rap battle, and they had the marketing director from Slip and Slide Records. His name was Mike. He was down there. Mike, I forgot what's his last name. Well, they had the marketing director at the time back in 2007. Yeah, it was somebody named Mike, and he was one of the judges. And there was 2 other judges from the school that was running the party or whatever. It was a whole little event going on, and they put me on this website when I won called Slip and Slide on the Grind. And it's crazy, Slip and Slide on the Grind. If people do their research, you gotta do your homework. If you go back, that's how Plies got his record deal back in the day with Slip and Slide. He was on that website first, and it's crazy. When I first got down there, my boy Pooh, he was trying to let me hear, like, man, listen to this dude. Like, man, I ain't know nothing about no Plies. And I didn't know nothing about no Florida rappers like that. That was country to me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, it's all right, but I don't know nothing about this. But he ended up getting signed while I was down there, and Plies popped off and blew up. That's when Pretty Ricky was going on and all that stuff. A lot of guys from Miami was popping.
Yeah, it was a lot of from that whole southern Florida area. You know what I mean? Because they call it like what they call like South Florida or whatever that area.
They call it Dade.
Yeah, Miami-Dade.
Yeah,
you got Broward County.
Broward County, yep.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what's up. Now, did you end up finishing school or did you end up coming back home?
I ended up doing 2 years, but my financial aid for my first, like they had trimesters instead of semesters. My first trimester, somebody rushed my financial and said I didn't have enough money to start school. So I missed the trimester of school. And then when I did go back, I ended up finishing out that, but I didn't get my associates because I'm missing the trimester.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting frustrated or whatever, and then my girl trying to move, because her mama is crazy. They was living in Alaska. I even went up there and visited them in Alaska for like 6 weeks in Anchorage, Alaska. It was in the summertime of our break from school. I met this girl at school, so they came down and moved to Atlanta, and she moved over there to Atlanta, and I followed.
Okay, so now you go from being 18, moving to Miami. Now you 20, moving to Atlanta.
Yep.
So you said I ain't going back home. So you are very well rounded. You done lived in some major cities. So when you moved to Atlanta, what was you into? Did you try to do anything with the music while you was there?
A little bit. It was more so trying to get on my feet and get by myself, because stuff was started getting rocky between me and my girl. You got to think I'm in her parents' house. I'm living down there in a state where I don't got nobody. Like, I got a cousin down there, but I don't seen him in years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really out of my element for real, and I ain't got no help. So I'm trying to get on my feet. Boom. So I'm working for real. She went back to school, and I didn't even go back to school, because I'm like, I got to get on my feet. So I started working, ended up making some money, and by the time I made enough money to get on my feet, me and her fell out, and I ended up coming back. But while I was down there, I recorded my second mixtape down there.
Okay.
And a few songs for my third mixtape down there, and I did a performance on their little underground TV station. Like, remember how we used to have them TV stations? I forgot what it was called. They used to do performance and stuff on us, but they had a local TV station down there, and they had an event going on. I did a performance on that, but I didn't really get to do as much as I wanted in Atlanta, and I was in Atlanta, like, so that was where the frustration was at, and I came back home.
Heck yeah.
Came back home.
Now, once you came back home, what started popping off? You back home? What's going on at this time? How old are you when you end up moving back home?
21, about to be 22.
Wow. So now you grown, and you grown now for sure.
I'm grown now, but it's like, it kind of like, I was probably missing home, because it's like it sparked something in me on the music side. I finished my third mixtape, and I really start trying to push it for real. Like, I put it on thatpiff.com. Back then they had it on there. That's when I started trying to really invest in myself, paying for my own studio time, going to the real studio, and really taking it serious. Got me a couple features, and a couple of my guys got on there, like. And then that was how it went. Then I was here and there, but then that's when the trouble came though. Like,